Hey guys, welcome to day 2 of your 10-day clean eating challenge. Today's topic is about portion control, something that most people aren't very familiar with anymore because these days our portions are 2 to 5 times the size of what they used to be. Everything is supersized now. Everything from our plates to our wine glasses. Look at that wine glass, that's my kind of portion. To our cupboards. Our cupboard size, a standard cupboard size now fits our larger plates. So no wonder it makes it difficult to stay on track. So today we're going to go over a few tips and I'm going to show you a couple of portion sizes, what they actually should be. So let's start with an apple. A piece of fruit should be the size of a baseball. I don't have a baseball here, but that is a proper portion of a piece of fruit, the size of a baseball. Protein, so a meat, chicken, fish, beef. A proper portion size is the size of a deck of cards. So I'm sure you all have a deck of cards at home. It shouldn't be any bigger than that. That's tough to do when you go out, but you know, a good tip is when you go out and if you order a steak and you're naturally getting a larger portion than usual, you can, upon ordering, you can request that half of it is already boxed up, so it's not in front of you and you're tempted to eat the whole thing. But a deck of cards is the proper portion for a protein. So I'm going to show you one right here. This is my dinner tonight and I'm really excited to eat it after this video. So this is a piece of salmon. It's the size of a deck of cards and it's the proper portion. Complex carbohydrates should be the size of one cupped hand. So you're cupping your hand, whatever fits in there, complex carbohydrates. So your brown pasta, your brown rice, your sweet potatoes, remember no whites, 1 cup cooked is a proper portion. So I actually have 1 cup cooked on here on this plate. I know it's kind of hard to see in this video, but do my best. That is a proper portion. Vegetables. Vegetables, the proper portion is 2 cupped hands. So 2 cupped hands, you can fit it in there, not overflowing, but 2 cupped hands is a proper portion for vegetables. Cheese. We all love cheese. Proper portion of cheese is, you see a dice. This is a piece of cheese the size of a dice. You can have 6 of those. 6 pieces of cheese the size of a dice is actually 1 portion of cheese. That's a lot of cheese. Okay, next we have some nuts and seeds. So I have almonds here. Okay, so a portion of almonds is 10 to 12 almonds. So you'll see it's, if you can compare it to another nut, so not quite the size of this container here. I don't know how many ounces it is, it doesn't say, but 10 to 12 nuts, almonds is 1 portion. So there's a couple of proper portions. I want to show you a couple of tips. So one tip when you're plating your meal to make it mentally look like more is I have the exact same portions of food on these 2 plates. Okay, it's measured out. So on this larger plate here, I hope you can see it. On this larger plate, you can see there's a lot of empty spaces. You know, it looks like you're maybe getting ripped off a little bit. Okay, but that is actually proper portions. Okay. This is the exact same portion, but served on a smaller plate. Look at all that food. It almost makes you feel like you're eating a ton. but you're actually eating the exact same amount. It's a mental mind game. Okay, so I like to eat off of a smaller plate. So balancing your food. Okay, when you're looking at your plate, think of your plate. Oops. Your plate should be half vegetables, preferably green. I have a tomato in here, but preferably green. But half, think of your plate. Half of your plate, vegetables. Okay. Then a quarter of your plate should be a protein. And a quarter of your plate is your complex carb. So it's actually divided into half and then half again. Okay, that's a very balanced meal. Portions. What else do I want to say? Limiting your calories for beverages, such as juices. I mean, juices are really not good to eat. You really should, not to drink, sorry. You really should be eating the fruit. Think about a glass of juice. You know, if you were to fill this up with a glass of, fill this glass up with juice, it's probably the equivalent of eating 3 or 4 oranges. Okay, but you're not going to get full on it. You're just going to drink it, then you're going to eat something else. You're getting all that sugar and all those calories with no fiber. You're better off to eat the fruit. There's no way you're going to sit and have 3 or 4 oranges. Okay, so you're getting all those extra calories when you're drinking juice. Juice, I'm not saying is a no-no, but it's a no-no. Don't drink juice. What else do I want to talk about? Eating smaller meals throughout the day. So, you know, when you're making your plan for the day, you really should try and focus on eating at least at minimum 4 times to 5 times, preferably 6 times a day. Okay? You think, oh my God, how am I going to eat 5 to 6 times a day? Well, you're not going to eat huge portions. I am going to do another video, and we're going to talk about what I typically eat in a day. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to lay down what I eat, and you can see my portion sizes and kind of how I balance out into 6 meals throughout the day. But technically, yeah, if you want to stoke your metabolism, you need to be spreading your food out for the day throughout the day. You should be eating every 2 to 3 hours, okay? Think of your metabolism as a fire pit in your belly, okay? Every time you are eating something, it's like you're throwing a log on that fire. And what happens every time you throw a log on the fire? It gets hot, and your fire starts getting bigger, and it gets hotter, and it's burning more calories, okay? Every time you eat, that's what's happening to your metabolism, okay? You're getting more efficient at burning those calories that you are eating. If you wait too long to eat, it's like not putting a log on the fire, okay? Your fire dies down, it starts to cool off, it's not functioning as well. So you need to constantly putting log on that fire, okay? Making that metabolism rev up. Make your body an efficient calorie burning machine, okay? One mistake that a lot of people make is they skip breakfast, okay? Think about this. You go to bed at night, 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, and you're sleeping until whenever you wake up, maybe 7, 8, 9 hours, okay? Your body isn't being fed anything, okay? So your metabolism is naturally slowing down in the evening when you're sleeping. It slows down. So you wake up in the morning, and what do? You skip breakfast because you don't really feel like having breakfast. That's the biggest mistake you can make, because you skip your breakfast until you eat your first meal. You haven't thrown your first log on the fire. So if you don't eat until lunch, you know, say you wake up at 7 and you don't eat until 12, there's another 5 hours where your metabolism is sluggish and slow. You haven't kicked your fire in yet. So upon awakening, you really need to work on eating something, whether it's a shake, whether it's eating fruit and yogurt just something to get that metabolism started. Okay, that's really, really important. I know a lot of people don't like to have breakfast, but eating breakfast is key for real. What else did I want to talk about? Portion control, eating out. Maybe you're eating out for dinner with your spouse. A good way to have portion control, because it's easy to overeat at a restaurant, is to order an entree, so order a main course, and order an extra side, and then share it. Instead of having 2 full meals each, because they're usually restaurant-sized meals are gargantuous. They're huge. A pasta serving is enough to feed a family. So, you know, maybe order an entree, order an extra side, get a couple of side plates extra, and share it. You know, you can even start with a nice salad and a large salad and split it beforehand. But, you know, you're not only going to save yourself some money, but you're also going to save yourself a lot of calories, and you'll leave, instead of feeling stuffed, you'll actually feel satisfied. I have my paper here. Cheat meals. You know, you guys might be thinking, oh my God, like, you know, what about eating a cheat meal? Well, for these 10 days of this challenge, you know, if you can stick to 80, 90, 100%, then that's great. You want to remember, you're here to get some results. So this is a kickstart to summer challenge. So if you can try and do your best and really not have any cheat meals, then do it, guys, for real. But bear in mind, one cheat meal is not going to make you fat. Just like one healthy meal is not going to make you fit. Okay? It's moderation. It's consistency. It's, yeah. Do your best to not go and splurge, but if you're going to do it, limit yourself. Limit yourself to once a week, you know? I mean, a lot of us get caught in that trap and say, oh, tonight we're going out for dinner, so I'm going to make this my cheat meal. And then, you know, 2 days later, somebody brings cupcakes to the office, and then you're like, well, this is going to be my cheat meal. Well, you just had 2 cheat meals, and then, you know, and then Friday comes around, and you're going out with your girlfriends, and you're like, okay, well, this is just going to be my cheat meal. Well, so, you know, you've just had many, many cheat meals, so you need to plan. It's all about planning, like we were talking about in the last video. Food prepping, it's the same thing. It's food planning, making sure you're setting yourself up, not for failure. Okay, so I have an assignment for you today. I would love it if you would post some pictures of some nice, balanced, healthy meals that you put together today, tomorrow. Post them right below, some pictures. I'd also love it if you can either post a picture or write down below what your favorite cheat meal is. Or maybe instead of your favorite cheat meal, maybe posting a time where you were able to resist temptation. You know, something that you were really proud of, where you went maybe to an event and it was there and you resisted it. You had some willpower. Okay? So I hope you learned a little bit today about portion control. If you have any questions, just message me or email below with your comments. And till tomorrow, I hope you guys have a great day.